Hey, GutFoxx here. Today we're going to talk about presentation improvements and equipment updates here in Madden 17. Not exactly a topic I have a lot of passion for, but we'll keep going with it because I want to be a Madden 17 center. You can get all your Madden 17 information here as it comes out. So today's sponsor, I guess, is Dressing Up Men. My favorite thing to do in real life, really, with the people in my dungeon, but don't tell anybody. All right, let's move on. First, down to the blog, and I'll link it in the description. The new helmets. Now, the first new helmet here, we have the Riddell Speed Flex. And here is the image of it. I searched Google for all of these new content coming into the game. So the helmet, you know, it looks okay. I mean, I think that pad at the front is to stop concussions or to help a little bit of absorbing the front blows. The, obviously, vents there for the helmet sweat and a lower thing against the jaw, again, to prevent concussions. And it's probably got all the new concussion technology inside of it, as you can see. All right, moving on. The Shut Vengeance, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce any of these, because Mama did not raise a smart boy. So this one looks more like a traditional helmet. It's got that rounded bottom edge there by the jawline, but it does have some indentations near the top. I'm guessing to help deflect some blows off of it, but otherwise nothing spectacular standing out there. The next one, the Rawlings Tachyon. I'd love to say it looks tacky, just for pun's sake, but I mean, it's okay. Nothing spectacular. I'm not a big fan of that big shooting thing out in the middle, but there for player safety. It does look like the sides could get broadsided, but I'm guessing most of the hits come from the front. In football, it makes sense. But let's move on to the updated helmets. The Air XP, Rawlings NRG, Riddell Revo Speed, and the Zenith. Not the television Zenith, but the helmet. It's updated, so I'm not going to show you any pictures because we already have them in Madden 16. They just updated them a little. Let's move on to the next topic in section of the blog. And that section is face masks. Here we have a very standard one. As I scroll down a little bit, here we got animated. Crazy. New face masks, 2-bar robots, robot RB. You guys have seen this in Madden for many years. We've got the full cage like you see on Justin Tuck and others. 3 bars, grid. So let's just move on. Face masks aren't anything revolutionary. You're not going to really see anything important here as we just scroll down more to other face masks and whatnot as we check out the full cages again. Standard full cage 2. Zenith, again, I already made the television joke. Robot RB. I mean, that'd be cool if you could get robots in Madden. No, not really. I'm just kidding. Let's scroll down as I make terrible jokes here further on the blog. Nice face, nice eyes. Gloves here is a big section that we're going to get into next. Gloves, and then cleats are following it. So new gloves, the Nike Hyper Beast. Now these Hyper Beasts look more like lineman gloves to me. A lot of padding on them, not really receiver stuff. Looks solid, nothing out of the ordinary. Let's move on to the next one, the Nike Vapor Jet here. And now we have blue colored gloves, and I mean, these things look a lot different depending on the colors they run with. Big ass Nike logo, what else do you expect? You know, they look comfortable enough, but nothing really fashionable in my opinion. What do you guys think? The next, the Nike Vapor Jet Knit. A little different here. They say it's knitted. Looks more bedazzled to me. So for you Brendan Fraser fans, lame movie reference there. Sorry, but I mean, it looks cool. What do you guys think all that funky stuff on? Do you think it'll help actually grip the ball and play? Let's move on to the next one. The Nike Super Bad, again named after a movie. And I would say these do look super bad. Not exactly impressive in my opinion. Kind of cool background with the Nike, but you know, you put your hands together, get Nike, great, you're an advertisement. If it says something of political importance, maybe cool, like, you know, Roger Goodell's a twat and all that. But let's just move on to the next one. Under Armour Swarm. Now these look kind of cool here. Like a swarm of, I don't know, rectangles. Maybe I overrated that. Rectangles and triangles and diamonds and whatnot. Maybe it'd be cool if you were like the Queen of Diamonds or something and you needed to punish Alice. But let's move on to the Under Armour F5. Here again, another glove I don't exactly love. On the outside, it's really chic, and unlike a love glove, on the inside, there's some stick-em type deal to catch the ball, of course, for receivers. But really, I mean, what's the point of that? If you need like a checkers board, you just break out these gloves. I'm not in love with them. Adidas 5-star are the last one. I don't know if this next image is exactly representative, but is that a freaking Benjamin Franklin on them? Did I find the right image for the Adidas 5-star 5.0, or am I being bamboozled? Let me know in the comments. Let's move on to the next thing. Cleats Shoes. as we follow this gentleman down like we follow women's legs down to the ground, and if we have a foot fetish, all the way there. We're going to keep staring at new cleat, Nike Vapor Untouchable. There you go. Nike Vapor Untouchable 2, this time with less touching, as we scroll down to the Nike Lunar Beast up first as a real-life image. It's a high top, but the thing I want to bring attention to is the Nike skin. I'm a little weird with Nike's past reputation with their troubles in Asia, with sweatshops, and their use of humans as slaves. And I'm just going to say it, Nike kills people and uses their skin in their shoes. All right, moving on to Nike Zoom Code Elite. These shoes up right here, green and gold. I'm guessing these are for the Packers, which would make sense. I guess I just don't get fashion. What's the point? Maybe the double rainbow guy would like that for his shininess, but I don't know. I'll pass on them. Nike Alpha Pro 2 3/4 touchdown, or TD for those who like to abbreviate, and I will abbreviate this review and say it is high in the front, low in the back. It is the mullet of shoes. Next up is the Nike Vapor Carbon Elite TD. Wow. I don't think anybody but Ronald McDonald would be caught dead in these, but again, these are colors that can be changed. But even with that color change, what's the deal with the slashes? They're trying to market to that elusive serial killer demographic. You know, if Ted Bundy were still alive, he could really use these pair of shoes as, you know, a personification of the dedication he has to his craft. Moving on to the gear, let's scroll down a little bit more past their cool little show off of the cleats. Don't look too bad in game, actually. Those Nikes look nice and simple. I'm a big fan of simple stuff. Under Armour Spotlight up first. And here we do have something pretty simple, all monochromatic. It's orange, but you know, obviously colors can change. This would be perfect for, you know, Donald Trump to match his skin tone. Moving on to the Under Armour Brawler. Love the word brawler. For those who know me, know why. And these do look like something like an 18th century brawler with the high top would have on their feet when they're fist fighting, bare knuckle. But yeah, it's got so much ankle support, it'll turn your calves into cows and raise them. Let's move on to the next one. We got the Under Armour Highlight here. This is like an optical illusion thing. I feel like if I put these on, I'd find myself like in a house of mirrors and lost, and I wouldn't even be able to make the field, so good luck to those players. And with it, we got a couple player exclusives, Retro and Under Armour. Moving on to the Adidas Freak X Kevlar. Wow, this is just an abomination. There's got to be a half dozen different colors, probably more on it. You know, I said it like simple. This is pandering. Let's hopefully the proceeds of the sales of this shoe go to some veterans organization and some good come out of that abomination of human spirit. Let's move on. These next ones, the Adidas Adizero 5-star. Now these, you know, simple. I like to see these in real life and not just in a picture. Not too terrible, just on my first glance at them. But that's it for those shoes as we scroll down past some more generated players' shoes. So beyond the cleats, gloves, helmets, and face masks, we also have a few new accessories that visually separate each player, like, you know, Gronk's arm brace. NFL players and Madden fans alike have been eagerly awaiting these things. This Cam Newton, we scroll down, nice butt, nice shoes. One-arm sleeves, that's great. Updated wrist tape options, great. Updated ankle tape, and all the new sleeves, gloves, shoe setup for color swapping. Each team's primary and secondary colors, well, black and white. Pretty self-explanatory if you read the blog. Nothing really extraordinary there. Add more customization. And you see the menus really haven't changed since much. A little, you know, left, right on the thumbsticks there. Half the spat, they renamed the taping of the ankles. In addition to player gear, we also updated the gear of the coaches. Existing NFL coaches, not Belichick, have been updated to the latest styles of the NFL sideline gear and 12 new gear packages. You know, Belichick and his famous hoodies. They actually added a full zip hoodie on there, as you see below. Polos, jackets, property ofs, modern crew. Nothing really game breaking there. That's, you know, really stand out to me as something I needed to go look for and see what that polo looks like. So the new equipment in Madden 17 sticks out immediately. This visual upgrade. A lot of people complain about Madden not being great with the player uniform stuff. So here they're taking a step in that direction. Again, not something I really care too much for, but I know a lot of people do. So congratulations to those people. That's all enough for this video. Thanks for watching. Call to action. I will see you tomorrow.